Nation's Ant One Pyramid, also known as Black Bible. I'm here with Adewale. This is the man I grew up off seeing some of the movies you played in, and right now you're about to play in Pompeii. So can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, Pompeii is based on the historical epic that occurred in obviously Italy in AD 79 when it just destroyed the whole of a city. 16,000 people, I think, got wiped out in a split second. The movie is based upon this historical event, but within it, it shows the lives of the people before they obviously succumbed to this disaster. I play a character by the name of Atticus. Atticus is the champion gladiator of Pompeii. So he would probably have been one of these Moors from Africa who was maybe owned a ship and got captured by the Romans and then enslaved, and because of his physical ability became a gladiator. And within Roman law, it was decreed that if a gladiator won a certain amount of fights, he could earn his freedom and become a Roman citizen. So Atticus is one fight away from earning his freedom and becoming a free man. And so he is now housed or imprisoned with the one man that he has to kill, which is Kit Harington, played by, his character Milo. And so you have this wonderful tension of these two men who have to live together knowing they're going to have to kill each other in a few days. And you know, how they get on, how they're feeling each other out, looking for weaknesses so that when they go into that arena, they're going to kill each other. It's a great role. It's iconic. I think people are going to love this. You know, it's Adebisi with an axe, and he goes at it, man.
I mean, that's what drew you to the role. You know, the fact that you were playing a strong character in the time that, you know, of course, the most, you know, horrific tragedy that happened in history. One of the most horrific tragedies. I mean, is that what drew you, like, to be this strong character within this?
I mean, there's always two things that I look at when I look at a script, and it's the story is one of them, and then my part within that story. And if both of them are appealing, then it's normally a no-brainer for me. And here, obviously, the story is this, you know, historical phenomenon of Pompeii, and then within that story is this heroic, iconic character of Atticus. And he's just, you know, I've been able to create these iconic characters within TV, from Adebisi to Mr. Echo, and here was an opportunity to do the same on the big screen with Atticus, and I think he's up there with them. And he's just rich. You know, very, very often you see these movies and we as black actors end up dying, you know, in the first quarter or what have you. But he has a wonderful arc, and you know, it's layered. He's not just a brutal killer. You know, his family he hasn't seen in 20 years because he was snatched from them, but he hangs on to this hope that he'll see them again, and that's what keeps him alive in the arena. So he has this very deep spirituality, and he's very compassionate because, you know, he actually, and he's very principled because he has a code of how he fights, and he actually saves a gladiator's life so that he can kill him. And it's ironic because he was being attacked from behind, and Atticus is all about, you know, a gladiator should not die from a stab to the back. You know, if you're going to die, it's going to be from my sword, and it's going to come from the front. You know what I mean? And he's a very principled, dignified fighter, so it's very rich. And of course, let's not, you know, say he's absolutely brutal when he kills people. I mean, it's just because it's him or them, and he wants to get to his family again.
I mean, you know, what got you into, you know, being an actor? You know, looking at your career and seeing all that you've done, and knowing that it feels good to see you, you know, continue working. I think you have another movie coming up with Annie. So what, you know, what got you into this, and then, you know, can you tell us a little bit about your upcoming project?
Well, I mean, you know, I started out studying law, ironically, you know, You know, I have a bachelor's and master's degree in law, so it was never, my upbringing was never like, oh, I want to be an actor. If you said that where I grew up, you know, it wasn't considered something that was cool. You know what I mean? So, and to be honest, it wasn't something that I aspired to. It was, you know, if anything, I had a very creative propensity, and I wanted to express that. How, I didn't know. I just knew that I wanted to get out there. And I was fortunate enough when I met this craft that I realized that that was my vocation. That was how I was going to express all that was within me. And I just pursued it, you know. I just left my native upbringing in London and just went straight to Hollywood and America and just pursued it, man.
I mean, as far as your upcoming projects, is there anything you can tell us?
Yeah, obviously, you know, Thor is still in the theaters right now. I'm playing Al Grimm and Curse in that, and you know, it was a great ride to do something, you know, surreal, supernatural, and play two characters in one of the biggest tempos of the year. So that was fun. And you know, get made up with blonde wigs, blue eyes, pointed ears. It was fun, you know. Hard work but fun. And then obviously we have Pompeii coming out in February. And right now I'm filming Annie, which is produced by Will Smith and starring Jamie Foxx as Daddy Warbucks. I play his right-hand man, Nash. Some of you may know this character. He's kind of a modern adaptation. There was a driver in the original Annie called Punjab, but now it's Nash, and I'll be playing him. And he's a great character because he's humorous, he's playful, he's still, you know, tough, you know, because he's the driver and the security guy, but he also befriends Annie and helps her try to find her parents. And so it's a lighter side to what you may be familiar seeing me play. But, you know, I do a bit of dancing and a little bit of singing.
See this man singing, dance?
You're going to see me breaking a move and popping out a little bit of a song tomorrow. And I think if I'm going to do it, it has to be in that safe, silly, goofy arena of a child's movie because, you know, you have free license just to go silly and be yourself. And I had a great fun doing it. And, you know, I'm opposite a great talent. You know, the young 10-year-old Q, we call her. Q Wallace, she's just phenomenal. So just it's always a pleasure to act opposite children because they have so little baggage. And it allows you as an actor to drop yours and just get down with it. So you're going to see some goofy moves going on in there.
Awesome, man. I'm loving your career, man. I can't wait to see Pompeii. Yo, keep up the good work. Seriously, man. Always, man. GamerFitnation's Ant One Pyramid. This is my man Adewale, and we are out. Peace. Go see Pompeii and all that stuff.
Respect, man.